Let's do some practice work with credit cards. So first we're just going to calculate the finance charge of a carryover balance of 600 with an APR of 23.99%. So I take my, bad color. I take my APR, 23.99%, change it to a decimal, divide by 12, and I multiply by the carryover balance of $600. When I do that, I round to the nearest penny, which makes it an even $12. All right, let's go ahead and do a table business here. Your friend has to make a $1,000 charge on their credit card to pay for car repairs and can only make the minimum payment for the next 3 months. I think that should say 4 months. Assume the APR has 15.99% and a required minimum payment of 5%. What will be the balance at the beginning of month 5? Okay, if you just make this charge, right, they made the $1,000 for car repair, there are no finance charges in month 1 at all, because that's your grace period. So my balance is just $1,000. My minimum payment is 5% of that $1,000. So my minimum payment is $50. If I subtract my new balance minus my minimum payment, my beginning balance for the next year is $950, or excuse me, the next month. So my APR is 15.99%. So I take my $950 and multiply by 0.1599 and I divide by 12. That gives me a finance charge of $12.66. Now I'm going to add these two together to get my new balance of $962.66, because a finance charge is the additional money you have to pay. All right, so the minimum payment is then found by taking our new balance and we multiply by 5%, because again, minimum payment is 5%. So 5% of that is $48.13. And it makes sense that the minimum payment has gone down because you owe less money, right? If you owe less, you're going to pay less. Not the shoe store. Baha! So we subtract new balance minus the minimum payment, and our carryover balance then is $914.53. Okay, so I owe less money, so that means I'm going to pay less interest. So I take my new balance, I multiply by my 0.1599 divided by 12, and I get $12.19. I add those together, if you recall. If we add those together, we get our new balance of $926.72. And I take that new balance multiplied by 5% to give me $46.34. So if I owe $926.72 and I pay $46.34, then in the beginning of month 4, I owe $880.38. And the process starts all over. So I take my balance, $880.38, and I multiply by my 0.1599 divided by 12, and I'm now paying $11.73 in interest. I add those two together, and my new balance is $892.11. I owe less, so I'm going to make my minimum payment's going to be less, $44.61. I subtract those, and my carryover balance is $847.50. So at the beginning of month 5, after 4 payments, I will owe $847.50.